Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy.
Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna, Shri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Purusha evedagam sarvam yad bhutam yaccha bhavyam utamrtatvaseshana yadannena tirohati. See, look at the world from two standpoints. One is the relative standpoint, second is the absolute standpoint. When we look at the world from relative standpoint, our experience will be different. And when we look at the same world from the absolute standpoint, our perception and experience will be different. Study of Upanishad is meant only for changing our standpoint, nothing else. Now in this, like many people say, Swamiji, we have been listening to you, it has really changed our life, etc., etc. Let them say. But the truth is, nobody can teach anything to anybody in this world. This is the rule. And nobody can stop if you are bent upon learning. Arjuna was taught by Dronacharya to become the best archer of his time. And the same Dronacharya rejected Ekalavya. I don't want to accept you as my disciple. My standard is very high. He was rejected. Then Ekalavya did not give up. He learned on his own and he outwitted Arjun. So what is the moral of the story? Don't put the burden on the Guru Maharaj. And Beokoof Gurus like me, they start thinking, oh God, I am helping so many people. See, friends, recognize this truth. You cannot teach anything to anybody, and nobody can stop you from learning if you are bent upon. And what is the learning is only changing the standpoint. See? One day, I went to somebody's house and a new girl had come to their house after marriage. So, Swamiji, this is our daughter-in-law And I was doing something with my eye. Something was wrong. So she got tea for me. And they were talking to me. I said, hey, you said there is one daughter-in-law, but I am seeing two. See? When you press, you see two. Then she was so smart. She said, Swamiji, one for you, one for him. See? How you learn from your experiences in life is spiritual practice. What the Upanishad do, they only are the GPS. You know, you all use GPS. There are two essential points required. One is the point of beginning, origin, and the destination. Point of origin may be different for different people. See? Destination is indicated by the same sign. You know what is that sign? Vitthal Bhagwan. Next time you see Panduranga and see the chandan on his head, that is the GPS. So all that we have to learn is we have to reach to that point. And this journey is called as spiritual life. Now in this journey, there is a difference. The difference is the point of origin is you, the path that you are treading is you, the process of trading is you, the point of destination is you, and therefore it is a journey wherein time and space is not involved. If time and space are not involved, world cannot be referred without time and space. When we fill in any form, what are the parameters we have to fill in? DOB. That means before that I was not there. Second thing, what is the height and the width? 4 feet tall, 6 feet wide. So, Desha and the Kala. So, any object is established by these two parameters. See? And what is that? Time is you, space is you, object is you, other than you there is nothing. This is said. Purusha evedagam sarvam. Everything is the same reality. Purusha, this word is deciphered as Purnatvat Purushaha. The one which is infinite is Purusha. And Purishayanat Purushaha. The one who is expressing through the Puri. Puri is what? Navadvare Pure Dehi Daiva Kurvanna Karayan. So the body is the Puri. And the husband or the wife is Sabji. So you cannot eat only Puri, you cannot eat only Sabji, together required. So Purusha Evedagam Sarvam. Now everything is Paramatma. What is that? Yad Bhutam Yaccha Bhavyam. All the past waves, all the present waves, and all the possible future waves are all the ocean. Because waves are not born as an entity independent of the ocean. In the same manner, our existence is not independent of the divinity that we are. But because our attention goes on the waves, we forget the ocean. Attention goes on the ocean, we forget the water. These are the three stages through which our vision has to change. So, Purusha Evedagam Sarvam Yad Bhutam. So, all that happened in our life was God's grace. Yacha Bhavyam, whatever is going to happen in the future is God's grace. Chakarat, present. Whatever is Paramatma. Tulsidaji says, Kami hi nari piyari jibi lobi hi priya jibidam timi raghunatha nirantara priya lagho mohiram. Like for a greedy person, he cannot think but only money, money, money. Exactly the same way, our focal length should be on this source. Mayeva sakalam jatam, Mai sarvam pratishthidam, Mai sarvam layam yati tad brahmadvayam asmyam. So everything begins from I, remains in me, goes back to me. So Purusha evedagam sarvam yad bhutam yaccha bhavyam. Utamrutatva seshanaha yadanne nati rohati. See? Therefore, Utamrutatva seshanaha. See? And the liberation is also He. And that is our essential nature. So, whether it is ocean, whether it is a wave, whether it is raindrops, whether it is Ganges or gutter, or it is ice cubes, or the big glaciers, everything is water. See? So what is to be understood from this mantra? Do not give importance too much to something special. See the common denominator. Now we are here. Differences we can differentiate in a lot of ways. Common denominator, we want to spend a good weekend here. Dekho, everybody agrees. If I had said, because we are seeking truth, you are not known. Yadanne nati rohati. Therefore, liberation is giving up the wrong notions without creating the new notions. Understand is basic. All other paths, they are only notion replacement. We are not going to replace one notion by other notion. Notional existence is samsara. Natural existence is Paramatma. Notions are superimposed on the Paramatma. What is Paramatma? Existence. Notion, earth, the waters. And all of them are what? They exist. So existence is the reality where our attention doesn't go. Our attention goes on something specific. And therefore, what will be the spiritual path? Do not search for something extra in anybody. Similarly, drop all the extra that we are carrying with us. What we are carrying extra? I am man, woman, Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, Indian, non-Indian, rich, poor, educated, uneducated, overeducated, never educated. Spatial. Therefore, who is this? Sarvataha panipadam tat sarvatokshi shiromukam sarvata shruti malloke sarvamavritya tishtati. It is the same reality which is expressing through all the different things, such as all the hands, all the legs, all the heads, all the mouths, everything. It is the same reality. Now to understand this, first come to yourself and learn from that. Through the eyes, I alone express. Through the ears, I alone express. Through the hands, I alone express. So, I is expressing in and through everything. When this I is liberated from the specific I, that I am a man, woman, etc., then after discarding all the specialities, what remains is the non-specific existence. This is what is mentioned here. Sarvataha panipadam, etc. Now see, expressions of life are common. Whether it is our hunger or it is the hunger of a dog. Same. How simple it is. The more we recognize this, that in all the experiences, it is the same thing. Even the birds are not required to be taught. And even our children, they are not required to say, hey, if you have to see colors and form, use eyes. You don't have to teach. It's natural. You must have seen the crows, how they see. It is said, I do not know. It is said that crows have got only one eye. And then one eye goes from here to there, there to there. Therefore, when they have to see something, what is here? Something else. See? Like many people, when they use the phone, Beokuf. I don't know where from that wisdom has come. Talking like this. And it is a video call. How can you be miserable in this world, you tell me? But you have to have that vision. Then only you can be happy. Otherwise we become frustrated. Dekho, kaisa chal raha hai? Are you enjoy, let him walk like that. We are here to celebrate life, not calibrate, not evaluate anybody, not suggest anything to anybody. Watch the world and enjoy. That's it. So, sarvataha panipadam ta sarvatokshi shiromukam sarvataha shrutimaloke sarvamavritya tishtati. Although supporting everything, yet is independent of everything. When colors and forms removed, no loss to the vision. When eyes close, no loss to the mind. When mind close, no loss to eye. When eye close, no loss to life. When life departs, Paramatma continues. Because life is a manifestation of the divinity. Therefore, essentially, we are beyond Jada Chetana. This is the basic difference between all other philosophies and Vedanta. In case of the Sankhya philosophy, which is the foundation of Yoga Shastra, the Viveka, discrimination is Jada Chetana Ved. For example, the knower is the Chetana and the known is the Jada, inert. So knower is sentient and the known is inert. So I know I am sentient. This is a mic, mic is inert. I know I am sentient. I see you. But the truth is that only. What I see you, you are not that. But if you think that you are that, who can help? See, friends. Vedanta tells what is the Viveka discrimination? Discrimination, Viveka between Sat and Asat. Sat, Asat, Vivek. Now see, if you go to somebody's house, there is a child. And you don't have to talk, they will start talking about the child. Swami, my child is very smart, very intelligent. He asks so many questions which I can't answer. Then I say, no, stop. What? The one who asks question is dumb. She stops talking further. Those who answer questions, they are intelligent. Anyway, what is his age? 7. Oh, 7. And? What and? He is your elder son? No. He is my only son. See? So, son without a numerical added is Ekameva Dvitiya. See? These small little things, we can discover the truth. If the same lady says, Swamiji, he is my second son, or he is my first son, then the question comes, how many more? Half a dozen. Okay. See? Therefore, this one is the one which is without the second. And therefore, Sat, something is. Asat is not. So if there is only one son, there is no second son. Can there be comparison? Can there be discrimination? No, nothing required. Therefore, Vedanta when tells Sat Asat Viveka, discrimination between something is and something is not, means what? The truth alone is. Other than the truth, there is nothing. This is the meaning. So, sarvata shutiman loke sarvamavritya tishtati. So, all the multiplicity that we experience, this is only aupadhika because of the upadhi. Therefore, the one appears to have become many, but that appearance is only appearance and not the real. Therefore, what can be done with the appearance? Bhagavad Gita, 15th chapter. See? Na rupamasseha tathopalabhyate nanto na chadirnyata sampradishta ashvattamenam suirudhamulam asanga shastrena dridena chitva. This world is glorified in first 2 verses. Urdhvamulamadash-shakam ashruttam pravaram. And then in the 3rd verse, the teacher punctures that balloon. The world is so... Satya Yug, Treta Yug, Dwapar Yug, Kali Yug. And we get so much carried away by this. If you are studying Vedanta Shastra, you should not be touch me, not brand. You know that plant or thing, touch me not. The moment you touch it, No. If 1 minute, 1 hour, 1 year, if this is measurement of time, not time, measurement of time. Same way, one yug, another yug is also measurement of time. Then Chaturyugi, another measurement of time. Then 72 Chaturyugis. Finally you come to chai kam milega? See friends, and it goes so deep in our head. Therefore, if you are really studying Vedanta, you will not be a touch me not brand. See, our happy mantra is based on that principle. Na kuch pana, na kuch khona. When we were not in this world, nothing was lacking. When we will leave this world, nothing will be lacking. But what an arrogance, because of me the things are happening. Then, how to live life? Kya farak padta hai? Time pass. Relax. So, sarvam avritya tishtati, although supporting everything, yet nothing is there. Therefore, when Bhagavan says, na rupamasseha tathopalabhyate, This world, what is this world? This yuga, that yuga, na rupama tasuparabyate. Then, nanto na chadi nana sampradishta. It has no beginning, no center, no end. And it doesn't exist. Then what is to be done? Ashwattamena suviruda moolam. But this world is real has become so strongly rooted in our head. What is to be done? Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. Take the very strong axe and with that, with firmness, cut it. No, these so many years I have been living in this world and I had to cut this tree of the world. What should I do? I'll do one thing. I will take a peacock feather and slowly try to cut it. Asanga shastrena dridena. You have to be firm. Then only. Therefore, nayamatma balahinena labhyaha. Nayamatma darapokena labhyaha. See? Otherwise, Swamiji, one boy asked me, now he is no more, many years before. He said, Swamiji, I have asked many people, I want to ask you, what? Whether I should follow the path of renunciation like you, or I should get married. I said, get married. He said, you told so easily. Other people told me what are the plus minus points of marriage and sannyas and all that. You told so easily. I said, because those who take sannyas, they don't collect votes. See? Then how they take? One girl came home crying, living in the same house, in the same village or town, and frustrated, talking to mother. The father came. What happened? Early morning, daughter and mother crying, horrible you people. Start your day happily. What do you understand? Then the daughter said, see, my husband is every now and then telling me, if you don't agree, I'll take sannyas. And therefore I am afraid, if you take sannyas, what will happen to me? So the father said, don't worry, those who say, I'll take sannyas, they never take, don't worry. Continue. How do you say like that? Then how the sannyas is taken? He was going to bathroom with a towel on. He said, like this, he walked out, never came back. See, friends, we have to be very firm. Asanga shastrena drudena chitva. No, I don't know, nothing will happen. So, sarvam shrutiman loke sarvam avritya tishtati. If you want to discover yourself, you have to remove the cover. And see the word discover? We don't have to become divine. We don't have to go to heaven. See? I think I told it some time back. This happened in US. One padri, a brother, father, somebody came somewhere and asked me, excuse me, are you from India? I said, any objection? No. Are you Hindu? I said, of course. Do you believe in Jesus? I said, no. I believe in Lord Jesus. Okay, Lord Jesus. Yes, yes. Then you are a Christian? I said, yes, I am a Christian. But you said you are a Hindu? I said, yes, I am a Hindu. How it is possible? Latest technology, 2 in 1. When I said, he became so angry. If you say like this, you will go to hell. I said, excuse me, where will you go? Of course, I will go to heaven. If you go to heaven, I will prefer hell. See, whom are you threatening? See, friends. Therefore, sarvendriya gunamasa sarvendriya vivarjitam sarvasya prabhumishanam sarvasya sharanam brahata. See, all the faculties are functional only because of him. All the activities are possible only because of him. and therefore he is the support and the controller of everything. Sarvasya Sharanam Bhrat. Everything is abiding in him. Now be attentive. Sugar cane never suffers from diabetes. A cobra never suffers from poisoning. In the same manner, Paramatma doesn't suffer because of anything. So if you stop suffering, you are divine. If you have to suffer, suffer in Hindi. Hindi suffering is cheerful. Angrezi suffering is miserable. You change. If I straight away walk from here, nobody will even look at me. But while going, oh God, Swamiji, what happened? If you say it first, why will I do this natak? See, we all are seeking attention. See, because I is very strong. I want to prove myself someone extraordinary than others. See? Sarvasya Prabham Ishanam Sarvasya Charanam Bruhat. Whatever I am is not because you say. I know what I am. No, but people say that you are a great person. It is their fault. Why we should worry? Friends, remember this principle. Spiritual evolution is not becoming extraordinary. It is not a gain. On the contrary, you lose everything. This is the meaning of sannyasa. What is the world? Nama Rupa, name and form. What is the sannyasa? Name and form changed. See, you look so nicely dressed properly. Once I was in UK with this dress. One girl with her mother was coming and she was telling, Mummy, man putting pink. See? So, your dress is so nice, matching, etc. We are going to say Rupa change. You have nice, all the kinds of things are done. We grow wild. When I was in China I became a very big hit because of the beard and my khadao. When my khadao said, see, what it is, taking pictures. And where do you get it? I said, this is a designer's piece. It's not available everywhere. Oh, this is ladies. Gents, they will look at him. Language, they don't talk, I don't know. So they have to indicate that you have got a big beard, but we have got only one hair somewhere, and they protect it. Then ask, since how long you are growing the beard? I said, right from childhood. Oh, they didn't understand. Now tell me, how can you be miserable in this world? See, those who are miserable, they deserve to be miserable. Nobody can make them happy in this world. See, Sarvasya Prabhumishanam, Sarvasya Sharanam Brahata. Ultimately, everything boils down to happiness. So instead of seeking happiness, start living in happiness. Living in happiness is living at zero complaint there. Navadvare pure dehi hamso lelayate bahi vashi sarvasya lokasya sthavarasya charasya cha. See, the whole world, sentient, insentient, Hamsaha is Paramatma. On the basis of this only, that mantra is there, Soham. You know that morning thing we play? Soham. Now I always have fun on this one. Soham is a mantra. It is not a noun. Soham is a sentence. It is not a word. Soham is Aham Brahmasmi, Saha Aham Asmi. I am that. That is the meaning of Soham. It is not a verb or it is not a noun. Now, another mantra. Om Namah Shivaya. Will you name your child Om Namah Shivaya, come here? You don't name. But these people, Soham, they name it. Soham, Aja beta. See? Soham cannot be the name. It is a sentence. Do we name somebody as a sentence? No. But then it's Soham. So Ham Saha. When you start with Ha, it becomes Ham Saha. When you start with Sa, it becomes Soham. One is the same. In Yoga Shastra, it is said, when the air is taken in, it is Ham. And when you breathe out, Saha. So Ham Saha, Ham Saha, Ham Saha. This is called a Ajapa Japa. Ajapa Japa means breathing happens, it is not done. And therefore, when you chant the Lord's name, if you synchronize it with the breathing, you will come to a state wherein effortlessly your mind will be in tune with the divine. Do it now. Chant Hari Om, synchronizing with your breathing for 1 minute. Stop. You have done wrong. What I told you? Synchronize chanting with the breathing. What you are doing? Breathing was synchronized with the chanting. Breathing happens. Breathing is not done. Chanting is done. In chanting, effort and I is required. Do we have any time this thought, don't disturb, I am breathing? See? So when you have to work on it, when you are sitting relaxed, breathing is happening, and with that breathing, chant any name. Hari Om, Hari Om. When it becomes perfect, see, at the time of the last breath going out of your body, that Lord's name will be there. And that is our blueprint for the next life. See. Somewhere in Europe, I was with my friend and he has 2 children. I think I told you. That girl came with a short skirt, put her what do you call the bag? From that bag took out a small, real puppy, small, nicely dressed, bow and everything, and started talking. Honey, darling, you're going to wait, don't make noise. I'll get something surprise. Today is your happy birthday. And that dumb dog, now she went. And then these girls, how come this is so lucky? I said, because our scriptures tell, in the last life, this Jiva must have done lot of charitable work to such an extent that he included in his charity even the dogs. And when he was dying, that time he asked, have you given something to dog? So Narayana said, okay, kya dog, bana kutta. But see his history. Oh, he has been a great, social worker and helping millions and millions of people, including dogs. Okay. So he will be born as a dog, but with all the prosperity. The next time you see a dog, you can see yourself, अच्छा अपना जगह ऐसा ही होगा. See friends, life is so beautiful if you know how to enjoy. नवद्वारे पुरे देहि हमसो लेलायते बहिः वशी सर्वस्य लोकस्य स्थावरस्य चरस्य च. The same reality is supporting the whole world and as well as also expressing through the body. So the world is Paramatma and the experiencer of the world is also Paramatma. Then what should happen if this experience happens? Meaning, like the snake doesn't suffer from poisoning, in the same manner, if me, the experiencer, and the world experienced is one and the same, there cannot be bhog pravrutti, there cannot be desire. Desire is always about something which is other than the self. I will not have desire for my watch, it is my watch already. I will have desire for your phone, because it is not mine. But when we come to this experience, the whole world is my expanse only. So experiencer and the experienced, when they merge together, it is called as experiencer. This is what we are telling you. Experience without experiencer is God realization. But when experiencer is born, then good and bad, lucky and unlucky, all these things will be attached to us. So, Vashi Sarvasya Lokasya Sthavarasya Charasya. Both the inert and the sentient world is supported by the same reality. Apani Pado Javano Grahita Paschatya Chakshusya Shrunatya Karna Savetya Vedyam Naja Tasyasti Veta Tamahuragram Purusham Mahantam. Apanipado is without legs and hands, because he alone is expressing through all the legs and hands. Electricity is without the bulb and fan. See? But no bulb and no fan can function without electricity. See friends, Apanipado Javano Grahita. Javano is very fast. Grahita, the holder, said, then Pashyati Achakshuhu. He doesn't have the eyes, but he knows everything, he can see everything. Shrunoti Akarnaha. He can hear without the ears. Savetti Vedyam Naja Tasyasti Vetta. He knows everything, but nobody knows him. Tamagru Agram Purusham Mahantam. That is our ultimate eternal experience. If this mantra we have to practice, meaning you can read in any book, But what is important is practice, applying ourselves. So, apani pado javano grahita pashyati achakshu. Pashyati achakshu means what? The seeing is happening, but seer is not born. When the seer is born, he will make comments. Hearing is happening, but hearer is not born. If hearer is born, he will make comment. And if the meaning has happened while listening, we will end up in silence. Savetti vedyam najatasya vetta. He is the knower of everything, but nobody can know him. Vision can see colors and forms. Colors and forms cannot see the vision. All the sense organs, their functioning is known by the mind. No sense organ can see the mind or experience the mind. Because mind has no color and form, mind has no taste, mind has no smell. See? How can this sense organ function? Then, mind is a seat of joy and sorrows, dvandva. These dvandva do not influence I, the real I. If we follow what I am telling you, experience without experiencer. If you follow that, you are deeply involved in your spiritual life in a relaxed manner. But when something, joy or sorrow happens, if there is a misery, we become miserable, samsara begins. If there is a joy, we become joyful, samsara begins. But joy and sorrows come and go, we remain the same, samsara is not created. Nirmana moha ajita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta kama dvandvaihi vimuktaha sukha dukkha sajnaihi. When dvandva, the complementary opposites, they are not opposite, they are complementary to each other. If there is no death, life will have no meaning. If there is no poverty, the riches have no meaning. See, friends, everything in this world is existing in the complementary opposites. They are not against each other. They are in favor of each other. See? So Bhagavan says, Dvandvaihi vimukta sukha dukkha sanjayi. So when all the complementary opposites do not touch us, see, then gachanti amudhaha, then such a person has transcended moha. Transcending moha is what? Transcending is called Sanskrit ksha, kshaya, kshaya roga, something is reducing. Moha kshaya is moksha. This is liberation. See? We have to do nothing. Yes, थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ, ये जीवन है. See, the whole thing in one simple word, experience without experiencer. You have learned all the Vedanta. Don't go and tell others. मालूम है वेदांत बैठो ना 5 ज्ञानेन्द्रिय 5 कर्मेन्द्रिय सो सवेत्ति वेद्यम न च तस्यास्ति वेदा तमाहो अग्रम पुरुषम महांतम. That is the first and the ultimate reality that we are. Purnatvat Purushaha. When we are suffering, we are Purishayanat Purushaha. When we are eliminating the suffering without becoming the sufferer, we are Purnatvat Purusha. Shabda is the same, word is the same. Yasmat Charamati Toham Aksharadapi Chottamaha Atosmi Loke Vedecha Pratita Purushottamaha. Because I support both the inert and the sentient. Therefore, I am beyond them. This is Purushottama I am. Anoho aniyan mahato mahiyan atma guhayam niyatosya jantoho tamakratum pashyati vita shokaha dhatu prasadar mahimanamishanam. Same mantra comes in Kathopanishad. Words are little here and there. Anoho aniyan mahato mahiyan. That which is subtler than the subtlest and bigger than the biggest. And that Atma, Jantoho guhayam nihitaha. Don't try to search this Atma. Kahan gaya, kahan gaya, kahan gaya. This, hold on to this experience without experiencer. This table cannot have experience, whether it is used for satsanga or for selling fish, because it is inert. But when the sat, inert, is also associated with chit, sentiency, then only the truth is revealed. And what is the ultimate experience is where knowing and being merge together. And because of that, in this experience, there is no sequence. Non-sequential experience. All our experiences through sense organs, mind and intellect, they are in a sequence. I was a child, then I was doing this thing, I was doing that thing, I wanted this, but I did not get one after another. Now come to yourself. Do we have the experience like this? I am. Sometime I feel I am. Most of the time I don't feel I am. No. Being and knowing is a simultaneous experience. What is this? I can ask somebody, but I don't know. Can we ask, excuse me, who am I? It doesn't matter whether you know or you don't know, but you are. There is no doubt about it. Because knowing and being is one. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma yo veda nihitam guhayam parame vyomanna soshnute sarvan kaman saha brahmana vipaschiteti. He who comes to discover in his own heart the reality that he is, what will be the symptoms of that? Sarvan kaman saha ashnute. All his desires stand fulfilled simultaneously, meaning there is no lingering desire left behind to be fulfilled later. Like the river merging in the ocean. Apurjamana machala pratishtam. See, Bhagavad Gita. In the ocean, so many waves pour water, it doesn't become big. So much of water is evaporated, it doesn't lose. So infinite is that to which neither can anything be added nor taken away. This is the experience. So anoho aniyan mahato mahiyan atma se guhayam nihito sajantoho. Then tam akratuhu pashyati vita shogaha. Akratuhu pashyati. Now, who is Akratu? Akratu is he who is not seeking to gain something in this world. I have to do this, I have to do that. If I do the japa, I will go to heaven. If I do this thing, I will go to hell. Relax. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. In being, there is no coming and no going. Therefore, if we are walking spiritual path, we do not reach anywhere. We do not gain anything. We do not lose anything. This experience is infinite, plus minus anything continues to be infinite. Therefore, our mantra, na kuch pana, na kuch khoda. See? At this moment, whatever is your experience, you cannot put it in words. So, आत्मा गुहायाम निहितोस्य जंतोः तम अक्रतुम पश्यति वीतशोकः. Akratu is the one who has nothing to gain, nothing to lose, nothing to achieve, nothing to protect. Relax. Tam akratum pashyati vitashoka. Vitashoka means he who has gone beyond all the शोक. कार का शोक है, बीड़ी का शोक है, मकान का शोक है, सब शोक छोड़ दिए. अशोक, वीत शोकः. शोक is about the past. Worry is about the future. See? And in this, nobody can help anybody. We have to walk our path and we have to reach our destination. Tamakratum pashyati vita. Dhatu prasadat. How it is possible? Dhatu prasad. Prasad means what? See, prasade sarva dukkhanam hanirasyoupajayate प्रसन्न चेतसो ह्याशु बुद्धि परि परमात्मनि अवतिष्ठते. प्रसाद is what? Prasade sarva dukkhanam hani upajayate. Prasad means the one who refuses to be miserable. Miseries will come, become miserable and go away. He is the same. Nothing disturbs him. Prasad. And therefore, what is prasad? Prasanna chetas. Mind is ever fresh, cheerful. Prasanna chetaso. Such a happy, cheerful mind alone can think of something higher in life. A disturbed, frustrated mind carrying the burden of the past, worries of the future, where will that mind think about something higher in life? What will be thought by a grahastha? My great-grandchild's marriage should happen before I die. I want this, I want that. There is no end to that. See, friends, what is that which gives us the experience of bliss in the deep sleep? Because in deep sleep, there is no time, there is no space, there is no body, there is no world, and therefore it is blissful experience. See? Tamakratu pashyati vitashokaha dhatu prasadat mahimanamisham. Then such a seeker is able to discover that the mind mind assisted with the sense organs is the world. When the mind drops the sense organs, then the mind is joy and sorrows. When we drop the mind, then I is there. And when the I dissolves in the deep sleep, what remains is the reality. So in deep sleep, we don't gain anything. Because there was nothing that was ours. Starting from our gross body onwards. Nothing is ours. See? And for that we told you, simple technique, catch hold of some rhythm in your life. When you go for a walk, instead of thinking poultry farm, instead of that, with the steps you slowly, we'll see in 1 hour of talk, maybe 1 second you will be able to chant. Never mind. Again continue. Slowly, you can increase your stamina, that you do not think about anybody or anything. It will not happen overnight. We have to work on it. And what is to be done? Simply think Lord's name. Why Lord's name? Because Purnamadaha Purnamidam. When your theme is finite, be attentive. When the theme is finite, there will be thought breeding. One thought will breed the next thought. So the theme is lunch के लिए क्या है? Lunch के लिए I hope there will be something. But they should not prepare the same thing what they gave yesterday. But then what will happen to that yesterday's leftover? No, what they can do, they can make a mixture of that and give a nice tadka. And what is this? This is Goa special. Oh. So what was the theme? Theme was food. Finite. Finite theme, thought breeding happens. When the theme is infinite, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, complete. Nothing to think. See? Now what this mantra does, be very attentive. I don't know how many of you have gone on Samruddhi Marga. I have travelled there a number of times. It is one of the best roads in the world. From Bombay up to Delhi, up to Nagpur, it has become operating. It is so beautiful, straight, no nothing, only road. Now when such a beautiful road is there, you don't require attention also. It goes and after some time, lullaby. So after a few accidents have happened, now what they have done, they have put some speed breakers on the way. When lullaby in the same manner, we are constantly thinking, Sri Ram, Jai Ram, Jai Jai lullaby. To break this flow of thoughts in an unwanted direction, Lord's name is like the speed breaker. Okay, so like the speed breaker 3 times and then again start thinking. Try. See friends, by chanting Lord's name, nothing happens to Lord. He is not interested. Nothing happens. See, if I am taking food, will something happen to food? Something happened to me. My hunger is gone. In the same manner, when I am chanting the Lord's name, what will happen to my mind? If I am chanting by the mind, something happened to mind. And what will happen? mind will break this usual mechanical process of thinking. It is for this purpose we chant the Lord's name. Not to please Him. On the contrary, we disturb Him. You know, He told me, you know which of the God is most miserable? Ram. Ram, 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 Ram. You must have seen your kids. They, Mummy, 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 poor fellow, busy. Mummy, Mummy, what do you want? Take that thing. Mummy, Mummy. They don't talk, they bark. Don't. But the child doesn't leave. Mummy, 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 Mummy. See? Then what the mummy does, gives one. Similarly, Ram, 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 what do you want? Who is listening to him? Ram, 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 Ram. Now, Bhagwan Ram has got Hanumanji. Hanumanji, choo. Don't disturb. You be at peace with yourself. Isn't a father happy when the son outwits his performance? In the same manner, God is happy when we outwit His performance. See? Constantly demanding. Therefore, it is possible. Dhatu prasadat. Our mind has to be pure. Prasada means capable of thinking of something higher. Vedahametam ajaram puranam sarvatmanam sarvagatam vibhutvat janma nirodham pravadanti yasya brahmavadino hi pravadanti nityam. Vedahametam ajaram puranam sarvatmanam sarvagatam vibhutvat. See? Brahmavadino pravadanti nityam. All the wise people who talk about the spirituality, they nityam pravadanti, they again and again telling what Vedahametam ajaram puranam. I know this unborn, undying, which is not becoming old. Puranam, it is not influenced by principle of time. Pura api nava, although the most ancient, yet latest. Sarvatmanam, sarvagatam vibhutvat. Sarvatmanam, supporting everywhere, because vibhutvat is all pervading, and therefore janma nirodham, he who has come to discover, he has gone beyond birth and death. Pravadanti yasya brahmavadina ya pravadanti nityam. Therefore, friends, to understand the whole thing, a simple thing. We have no worries about what will happen afterwards. When we are now, what has to happen, it has happened. You cannot change anything. And therefore, the more we live in the present, we are closer to the divine. The more we go away from the present, either the past memories or the future worries, then we are all the time going away from ourselves. Just remain in the present. This is all, nothing much more than this. So, janma nirodham pravadanti yasya. There is no question. मरने के बाद क्या होता है? Those who are alive, they are happy. Observe, this is everywhere you can see. You get the divine message everywhere in the world. In Mumbai, there was one very good friend of mine. He was a police officer. And one morning, 4 o'clock, he came from somewhere and died just in front of his door without opening the door. So morning walkers, they found out somebody is dying there, who is there. They went and saw dead. So they rang the bell and everything has to happen, happened. So when I went to see them, naturally he had a son one daughter, elder daughter and younger daughter. So he was so frustrated, angry, and he started shouting at me. Papa was all the time believing in you. What is the use of believing in you? He died. You should have done something. So he was miserable. There's no point in talking. So I listened everything. Then I said, I'll come again. I had to go somewhere. I went after 2-3 months. By then, the time is the best healer. Then I said, hey, now you tell me that day I could not wait. I'm sorry. Now tell me. See, Swamiji, now problem is, Mummy, she's illiterate. She doesn't know even how to sign a check. Now we do not know where are all the funds, how Papa was doing everything. Now, she is not educated, therefore she can't earn anything. Now, my elder sister is in medical college. How her education will go? I am in the 10th standard. I have to go further. My youngest sister is hardly 4 years, 5 years. Now what will happen to us? I am so frustrated. I said, please talk. I'll listen to you. After he was exhausted, I said, now should I talk? Yes. I told him. I said, do you know what you have been talking? You have not said one word about your father. You said everything about what will happen to we, what will happen to me. If you love your father, you should talk about him, is it not? Oh, that is true, but. See? Then I told him, okay, let us think. My friends, all the problems are dissolved by right thinking. All problems are created because of the wrong thinking. Wrong thinking cannot be corrected by not thinking. Wrong thinking can be corrected by right understanding. Now what is there to think? I said, just think for a moment. Imagine, your father was promoted as the chief of the security of the President of India and is transferred there. You will become miserable or happy? Of course I will become happy. Very good. Now, your father left this body, he is promoted to higher life. Now you are happy or miserable? See, friends, change your standpoint in life. We are all miserable because we are perniciously selfish. Therefore we are miserable. Discover the happiness in the happiness of others. Instead of that, we are jealous. मालूम है कहाँ से पैसा आया? Okay. See, friends, spiritual life is not only ringing the bell. We have to change ourselves. See? Therefore, this Vedanta tells us, nobody dies. The 5 elements brought together created the body. When the body dies, whatever startup loan was taken from the nature is returned back. Who died? But when we take the loan, we are happy, I got the loan. But we have to pay it back. Oh God, EMI is too much. You have to pay back. And when this loan was given to us, for what? For making profit. In the same manner, this human life is given to us by the Lord to make profit. And what is the profit? The purpose of our life is fulfilled if He can choose us to express through us. Yamai vesha vrunute te nalabhyaha tasesha atma vivrunate tanum swam. And He can choose us if we are available. He calls the phone. Panchajanya phone. And he gets the message. The customer that you are trying to contact is busy on other phone. Again he tries. The customer that you are trying to contact has switched off the phone. Again you try. The customer you are trying to contact is not answering. So we become frustrated. We send a message or try something. Narayana doesn't do that. He has a gada in his hand. Done. We must thank Narayana is a North Indian. You know why? Had he been a South Indian, gada will be pronounced as gada. Gadadharaya namaha. You can see joy everywhere in this world. The world is full of happiness. So Narayana takes his gada and gives 1 ton. Oh God, why did not reply my answer, my question? Then you will come to know. Every single event, good or bad in our life, is addressing our evolution. But instead of that, we complain, we react. When we complain and react, we can never achieve fulfillment in life. See? Therefore, discover this truth. Learn from every experience. So all that happens in our life is for our evolution. See? With that, we completed the 3rd chapter. Now we enter the 4th chapter. In this chapter, the same theme is continued because the subject is so subtle and subjective. We have to do it again and again. Sa eko varno bahuda shakti yogad varnan anekan nihitartho dadati vichaiti chante vishwamadav sadevaha tano buddhya shubhaya sayunaktu. In the sa ekaha avarnaha, the truth is one without a second, without name and form, without color and size. Sa eko avarnaha. Bahudha, he became many. Shakti Yogan, by his own potentiality, Maya Shakti. See? And thereafter, according to the various kinds of purposes, that he starts gathering something special status. Now here, I'll ask you or tell you something. Be very attentive. Those of you who have studied medicine or not even in a school, they teach. For example, take embryology. That first 2 cells come together, they call it zygote. Therefore, when the children are born, they are called kids. Goat and kids. So, a particular cell, they pinpoint, this cell will become the endocrine system, that cell will become the cardiovascular system, that cell will become the anatomical system. They look at that small thing through the microscope and they teach, this is how it happens. That time, nobody asks a question, why? This is like that. If it doesn't happen, then ask her why. Meaning, the truth is beyond why and how. Why we can see only by the eyes. In Upanishad there is a story. The sense organs started fighting. What is this all the time? This nice food comes and lands only on the tongue. And the tongue is enjoying. We only have to look at it. We won't get a taste of it. So when the eyes were crying, complaining, I had to simply look at it. I can't taste it. So it was decided, okay, you want to taste. And chutney was taken, given to the eye and taste it. Taste it. No competition. See? So, why eyes can see only, why can't they taste? You try yourself and then tell us also. All these questions, why? Because the sky is too high. No meaning to that. So, avarnan aneka nihitatho dadati. And then out of one, so many things have happened. Various kinds. This is what our scriptures describe the world as Ashwatth Vruksha. See? Urdhva Moolam Adashakam Ashwattham Pravaravayam. I very much doubt how many of you have seen the seed of the Ashwatth Vruksha. Ashwatth means people, or the Vata Vruksha. Vata Vruksha seed. Have you seen?
Very small. Smaller than the sesame.
The reason is we hardly even observe the fruits. But if you collect the fruits and sow them, they will never germinate. When the fruits are eaten by the birds and then they go through the GI tract, processed, and when they are excreted in their excreta, thereafter you must have seen very funny things. Once I was going somewhere in some other country, on the top of one electric post, there was one tree growing. So I was enjoying that. My Swamiji, can you tell how can it happen? Who must have gone and planted there? I said, some bird has gone and planted there. So, only the seed cannot manifest into the tree. It has to be processed through the GI tract of the bird. Similarly, Purusha alone does not produce the world. Purusha and his potentiality, they are put together and becomes many. Therefore, Varnan Aneka Nihitartho Dadhati. And then he gives various things. So first it is the seed, then you start breaking up, then the trunk, then the branches, then the leaves, then the flowers, the fruits. It goes on and on. Vichaiti chante Vishwamadav Sadevaha. And then after everything is over, then where does it go? It goes back to the same. In deep sleep, we are doctor, engineer, husband, wife, none. But when we wake up, we don't wake up. Engineer doesn't wake up as a doctor. And the doctor doesn't wake up as an engineer. The husband doesn't wake up as a wife. मैं भूल गया यार, तू हो गया? No. Because it was already there in the seed form. Be attentive. Therefore, if we really mean business on the spiritual path, let our mind carry no seeds of impression about anything. Scriptures give one example. Roasted seeds have the nutritional value, but they cannot procreate. Spirituality is fulfillment of this life, but not next birth. How simple it is. So, what is the process of roasting ourselves? Roasting is done. Live in this world in such a manner that no impressions are gathered on the mind. If you are sitting in your house for your prayers, meditation, whatever you call, I don't know what you keep in front of you. Try this. Keep one mirror and sit before that and learn. See? And slowly, slowly, you will discover that whatever is seen in the mirror is perfect. Second thing, if it is a reflection of the fire, that doesn't burn the mirror. The mirror doesn't reject anything, but doesn't retain anything. So that mirror is our guru. Be everywhere with everybody, but do not create impressions on your mind. Do not have liking or disliking about things and beings. And when we leave the place, our mind is like a mirror, fully empty. Now, next step. You are seeing me. I cannot say you are hearing me. You are seeing me. Now tell me where the knowledge is happening. Where I am seated, there, or it is in your mind. The knowledge is happening in you. I have not entered in you. Similarly, I am seeing all of you. If you all enter, I will burst open. But how I am getting this knowledge? Because like the mirror, in the mirror of the mind, the whole world is reflected in the form of the images. When images are recognized as images, we do not want to improve or change them. Net result, we don't react on images. See? So like the mirror is very useful, but it is not real. In the same manner, all the experiences gathered through the mirror of life, they are useful, but not real. See? If you cannot see, then you will fall and hurt yourself. Seeing is necessary. But after seeing, देखो सुनो बकबक करो, you have created impression. So your mind is created, and from there your personality is developed. So again and again work on this. Shatro mitre putre bandhav ma kuru yatnam vigraha sandhav. Don't create friends and enemies in this world. Be at home with everybody. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. Just be yourself, cheerful, happy, like a flower, with all the fragrance. Doesn't want to give fragrance to others. See, my friends. So, we chaiti chante vishwamadav sadevaha sano buddhya shubhaya sanyunaktu. So let that Narayana make our intellect recognize this. See, buddhya shubhaya. What is the shubha buddhi? What is the pure buddhi? Pure buddhi is which is experiencing the world but not reacting because of the experiences. Reactions come in the form of the comments. And when we stop commenting, we are in God's creation. When we start commenting, we have created our creation. See? These NRI children, they come to India for getting married. And then a list is there. This is okay, I think. Let me talk to her. And then he talks to her. See, I am staying in California. I have got a Tesla, and I got a big bungalow, and I got this much bank balance. Blah, 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 blah. Now, tell me what you do. I am expert in spending money. All that you have earned, I will destroy it. See, friends, do you know these days what are the question answer between husband and wife? They're boy and a girl. The boy and a girl. Girl asks, do you know cooking? To the boy. And a boy asks, do you know driving? If this combination is there, then we can get married. See, friends, instead of all that, we should be so pure, perfect, that anybody will want to be with us. Sarvani bhutani enam samvanchanti, Upanishad says. Just imagine, to conclude, you come home from your work with your small briefcase in your hand, and you knock the door, and your wife opens the door with a smile, and that dress which you like the most, that she has put on. And after she opens the door, she takes the briefcase from your hand and leads you with the other hand on a sofa nicely. Keep the things. And then you sit there. Then she removes your shoes and the socks also. And then there is a nice warm water with fragrance. Takes a nice cloth and dips it and squeezes halfway and then slowly wipes your feet. Only hearing. Isn't it? If you are received throughout the world with this love, what will be the experience? See? But our experience is, aa gaye. Life is like a cup of tea. Depends how you make it. Therefore, sano buddhya shubhaya sanniyaktu. Sanniyaktu. So let our intellect be not comparison, not complaining, but discover something positive and discover happiness not because of but in spite of. Then we are studying Vedanta. Otherwise, we will be all the time frustrated and complaining, Swamiji, why my wife is like this, other people's wife are so good, So what can I say? The grass on the other side of the fence is green, So, Tavev Agni Tadaditya Tad Vayu Tad Chandrama Tadeva Shukram Tad Brahma Tad Prajapati. So the same Paramatma is all the whole world, all the factors like the sun, moon and everything is the same reality. Tvam Sri, Tvam Pumanasi, Tvam Kumar, Uttava Kumari, Tvam Jirno Dandena Vanchasi, Tvam Jato Bhavasi Vishwato Mukha. The Lord alone is man, woman, young, old, everything, and He alone is walking with a stick in the hand, and He alone is everywhere. Without Him, nothing ever exists in this world. Neela Patango Harito Lohitaksha Shadbir Garba Rutava Samudra Anadimatvam Vimuktena Vartase Yato Jatani Bhonani Vishwa. You are all the various kinds of birds, animals, plants, everything. All the kinds of timing, various rutu and various oceans, and you are one infinite. You are supporting everything, and yet you are beyond all of them. This is called the Vishwarupa Darshan. Ajamekam lohita shukla krishnam bhavi praja sarjamana sarupa ajo eko jushamano nushete jahatenam bhukta bhogam ajanyaha. So, this Aja is the three factors, the Prithvi, Vayu and Jala. These three are called these three words. So Aja Mekam, the Aja is unborn. That is, Aja means Aja also means the goat, female goat is also Aja. So this Aja, she is producing all kinds of the world. Now what are the things? These three factors. Lohita Shukla Krishna. It is not the Sattva, Rajas, Tamas, but it is the three factors. Prithvi, Jala and Agni, Vayu. Bhavi Praja Srujamana Sarupa, and thus creates the whole world. And Ajo Heko, Jushamano Nushete. And there is one Jiva. And he is enjoying the whole world. And after that, the other one is supporting all the enjoyment and not getting influenced by enjoyment. Now be attentive. See, the world that is experienced, then the instrument through which the world is experienced, and the experiencer of the world, three factors. Now out of these three, world is world, sense organs are sense organs, mind is mind. Experiencer are two. Either we go through experience without becoming happy or miserable, or we go through experience, become happy and miserable. So when any experience creates an experiencer, he is a jiva. When an experience does not create an experiencer, you are divine. See? When experiencer is not created, then I understood, I have not understood. Nothing will happen. You don't have to understand. You have to stand under it. Keep quiet. Try that experience which does not involve all the five sense organs, mind and intellect. Try. Now see what happened to you. First, your body became steady. 2, your breathing became very slow and shallow. 3rd, 0 efforts. So effortlessness is the sign of God realization. How much efforts it takes for the space to support the word? How much efforts it takes for the space not to get influenced by the contents? Wherever there are efforts, we are not normal. If I remove my glasses, I will look at you as a collage. But then I put on the glasses, you are separated. Why? Because the vision is not normal. See? When we are normal, being normal is being divine. Being abnormal is being somebody. Therefore, jahati ena mukta bhoga aja anya. Therefore, all the spiritual practice is this only. Live cheerfully, happily. Do not create impressions, memories, friends, enemies. Live 100% and leave 100%. You have learnt everything. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.